And at that time, I was very depressed. For a long time, I was contemplating suicide.
Hayley Dunphy's on and off relationship with her boyfriend Dylan was often played for laughs.
Will you marry me?
Oh my God, this is exactly how I imagined it.
But in the real world, Sarah Hyland had to file a restraining order against her ex-boyfriend, Matthew Prokop.
Okay. I think we don't try to match, I think we just try to not clash. Oh, okay.
She said that he abused her and even threatened her dog. And if that ordeal wasn't bad enough, Sarah's lifelong battle with kidney dysplasia took a turn for the worse. Yet she continued working on the show even as her health deteriorated.
I try and make it so that Hayley's always sitting down. If you notice, she's sitting down a lot. When Hayley walks up the stairs, that's like my workout for the week.
Eventually, she had no choice but to undergo a kidney transplant donated by her father.
It's weird because it's like, oh, I have your kidney in me now.
Then, 4 years later, her body rejected the new organ.
When a family member gives you a second chance at life and it fails, it almost feels like it's your fault.
Sarah was getting dialysis 3 times a week while continuing her acting job. She ended up getting a second kidney transplant, this time from her younger brother.
He didn't drink beer for a really long time for this.
Ariel Winter played the Dunphys' genius daughter Alex. As the only well-adjusted sibling, she brought her TV parents the most peace of mind.
What do we always say?
Don't break Alex, she's our safety net.
But in real life, her relationship with her mother Crystal was far from peaceful. At age 16, she asked to be removed from Crystal's guardianship.
It wasn't a supportive, loving home. I had a really tough time.
Ariel described growing up in an unhealthy environment where she suffered emotional and physical abuse by her mother.
In court papers, Ariel accused her mom of slapping, hitting, and pushing her.
Her diet was restricted to make her lose weight, and she was pressured to attend age-inappropriate events at the expense of school.
I think that when I was born, it was kind of already decided what I was expected to be, and so I was kind of pushed into the industry.
By age 17, she was fully emancipated and could finally take her life into her own hands.
Do you have a relationship with your mom at this point?
I don't. We haven't spoken in 3.5 years.
That didn't stop Crystal from continuing to criticize her daughter. For example, when Ariel decided to undergo breast reduction surgery.
I am surprised that she did it so young and that she wasn't at least 21 to fully develop.
I had wanted to get a breast reduction since I developed because I was in excruciating pain. Walking down the red carpet and having every headline be about my cleavage and not about my talent, and I thought that was really disappointing.
As the seasons progressed, Jay and Gloria's hilarious but loving marriage became a staple of the show.
Quiero por decir te amo.
Now you sound like the stupid one.
Meanwhile, Sofia Vergara's relationship with her then-fiancé Nick Loeb was completely falling apart. After they officially ended things, Nick sued Sofia to prevent her from destroying the embryos the couple had frozen. He gave interviews about his intention to create children from them.
This has to do with the 2 lives that we've already created, that already exist, that are 2 female embryos. I mean, I can give these children a wonderful life.
But Sofia slammed back, saying she never planned to have the embryos destroyed, and she wasn't happy that Nick went public with such a private matter.
I don't like promoting my private life. I don't want to allow this person to take more advantage of my career.
Sofia countersued, and a judge ruled that Nick can't use the embryos without her consent, which she refuses to give.
And that's with pretty nails.